Exactly 1 year ago today, my world shattered when I lost my only son, Logan. Today, as I look back on this year of grief, the raw pain still echoes. The memories from the week in the ICU have flooded back like a tidal wave, and I have struggled this week reliving the week we spent in the ICU with Logan before he passed. But even though I have struggled, something else has also emerged. God's grace, His presence, His quiet strength, carrying me when I couldn't carry myself. Join me as I share how grief has changed over these 365 days, and how, even in the darkest valley, God's unwavering love has been my anchor. Psalms 23:4 says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me." That's been my lifeline. Last September, when Logan passed, my heart could not grasp it. The disbelief was so heavy, it felt like I was living in a dream I couldn't wake from. Early grief showed up not just in tears, but in my body. Tightness in my chest, exhaustion, moments where even breathing felt like hard work. And over the months, the sharp pain began to change, not to lessen, but to shift. It became more of an ache, always present, triggered by even the smallest things. A familiar scent, a song, or passing by his favorite place. The holidays that first year, October, December, January, February, were especially hard. Even the traditions were hard. Now, as the months went on, the milestones came. Christmas, Logan's 33rd birthday. None of it was easy. And the first time I looked at his photos, I broke. But slowly, those memories, while still bittersweet, began to shift. Instead of unbearable pain, I started to feel gratitude for the moments we had. Photos and videos that once tore me apart now help me smile through the tears. And sharing Logan's story has become a way of keeping him alive in our hearts. John 14:18 says, "I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you." I've held on to this promise, trusting that Logan is safe with Jesus, and I am never alone. Through every wave of grief, one thing has remained: God's presence. When human words fell short, Scripture became my lifeline. When I couldn't pray, friends prayed for me. And when I couldn't see hope, God sent reminders through His Word, through His people, and even through unexpected peace. 1 year later, my understanding of His love has deepened, not despite the pain, but through it. I've learned that His grace isn't abstract. It's daily strength poured into every heart. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." And slowly, I began to re-engage with life, establishing routines, allowing myself to smile again, finding little joys even while carrying grief. All of this has reminded me of how fragile time is and how deeply important it is to love fully in the moments we're given. New passions have emerged, sharing Logan's story, writing my book, creating spaces where others can find comfort. This grief has become part of my purpose, a way of carrying Logan's legacy forward. And 1 year later, grief is still with me, but so is hope. Logan's memory continues to inspire me. He's not a chapter I've closed, but part of the story I'm still writing. His love, his light, and his legacy remain. So today, I stand with both sorrow and peace. My grief is still real, but so is God's grace. Lamentations 3:22-23 reminds us, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. I'm Angela Frazier, and as I carry Logan's light 1 year later, I want you to know this: healing doesn't mean forgetting, and grief doesn't mean you're without hope. If you're walking through loss, I encourage you to lean into God's grace. It's enough to carry you one day at a time. And share your loved one's name in the comments so we can honor them together. And if you need encouragement, get my free devotional journal, Beauty in the Valley, inspired by Logan's journey home, at the link below. With love always, Angela and Logan.